It's not often we get to write an obituary for a machine while it's still brand new.
Right, while still rolling off the production line.
Exactly.
Right.
But looking at our sources today, we've got Top Gear, some engineering briefs, even Reddit threads. That's exactly what this new G87 BMW M2 feels like.
It's a real line in the sand. This is pretty much the last pure M car. No mild hybrid systems, no electric motors,
Just a combustion engine.
just a combustion engine and a fuel tank. That's it.
And, maybe the biggest thing, it has a gear stick. The sources are all saying the same thing. This is probably the last M car that will ever have a manual transmission.
Which I think frames our whole deep dive today perfectly. We're not just reviewing a car, we're sort of analyzing the end of an era.
Yeah, so the big question is, does this sequel to the best-selling M car of all time, does it do the legacy justice?
Or has it lost its soul in the process of, growing up?
Let's start with the heart of it, the engine. Because on paper, BMW did not hold back at all. They took the S58 engine.
The 3.0-liter twin-turbo straight six.
Right, from the M3 and M4,
Yeah.
and just dropped it into this much smaller car.
People say detuned, but that's a bit misleading, isn't it? It's putting out 454 brake horsepower.
Which, to be clear, is the same as the old track-focused M2 CS.
Exactly. And all of that power goes strictly to the rear wheels. There's no all-wheel drive safety net here to save you.
Okay, I like the sound of that. But here's the detail that really, made me pause. You mentioned the manual, but you have to pay more for it.
It sounds totally backwards, doesn't it? The 8-speed automatic is the standard option.
And the manual.
If you want the 6-speed manual, that'll be an extra 1,200 pounds, please. It's essentially a fun tax.
So objectively, you're paying more money to make the car worse.
By every single logical metric, yes. The manual is slower from 0 to 60. It uses more fuel.
Emits more CO2, I assume.
It does. You are literally paying a premium to introduce human error into this precision machine.
So why on earth did they fight for it? Because I read there was a real internal struggle at BMW to even get it approved.
Because they know who buys these cars. It's not about lap times. It's about engagement. The engineers knew that for that, maybe 10% of buyers, the real diehards, that connection is what matters. It's an emotional buy.
Speaking of emotion, the design. The last M2, everyone loved it. This one, well,
It's been polarizing. Lego-like is a word I've seen a lot. It's very blocky, very square.
but looking at the pictures, especially that white one we have, it has this sort of modified, aggressive look right from the factory. And crucially, it avoids that giant vertical grille from the M4.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
It looks more serious. But that visual weight, that's not an illusion. And this gets to what some are calling the grown-up problem. The new M2 is longer, wider,
And a lot heavier.
a lot heavier than the old car. And that's really the core tension in all the reviews, isn't it?
It is. The old one was described as having an impish charm, a terrier, a barely contained ball of fury.
Yeah, and the new one, not so much. The consensus is it has matured. It's a more complete sports coupe. It rides better. It's quieter. You could daily drive it easily.
But in smoothing out those rough edges, has it just become an M4 light?
That's the fear. It's so good, so planted that you have to be doing seriously illegal speeds to even feel like it's trying.
And that M4 comparison is inevitable, especially when you look at the price.
It asks some very awkward questions of the M4, for sure. It's got the same basic engine, a very similar interior, but it costs about 18,000 pounds less.
Unless you absolutely need that tiny bit of extra backseat space.
The M2 makes the M4 look, frankly, overpriced. Although I did see a great point on Reddit. There's a bit of a hierarchy. You can't get the individual custom paint colors on the M2.
So BMW is still reminding you of your place in the lineup.
Exactly.
So zooming out then, where does that leave the M2 in today's market?
It's pretty much in a class of one. Its rivals are either a two-seater, like the Porsche 718 Cayman, or maybe the Lotus Emira. The M2 is the only one with rear seats, a real trunk, and that manual gearbox.
So it's the last practical rear-wheel drive hooligan left.
It kind of wins by default.
Which brings us to our final thought. We are rushing towards this future of electric precision. Cars that are going to be faster, smoother, and objectively better in every measurable way. So the M2 asks a really tough question. Is a flawed, slower, more difficult mechanical experience worth paying a premium for? Or are we all just clinging to the past because we're a little bit scared of what's coming next?
That is the 1,200-pound question, isn't it? Something to think about.